calling on my own guides and messengers to speak to me, delivering whatever needs to come through from these cards right now. Trusting that Neptune is influencing us, that the moon is influencing us, that Pisces is influencing us, that the divine feminine of Venus is influencing us. And this is a time to connect to the divination tools that support us, like these cards. So please, just let me be a channel for whatever needs to come through right now, and so it is. So my pull tonight was a little bit different than normal. Normally I do this past, present, future card pull. I felt called to do things differently with this moon that so strongly influences the cards and also represents this last opportunity of letting go. The first card I pulled is for this Pisces season. So for the rest of this kind of lunar cycle and this Pisces season right now, what kind of guidance needs to come through? And the cards brought us the Eight of Wands. And this is from the Divine Feminine Tarot, by the way, which is a tarot based on different folklore and storytelling around the world. So this is the rainbow crow of indigenous cultures in North America. And I think it's really interesting that this rainbow crow is coming through, because on March 28th, we'll have the full crow moon. So in this lunar cycle, and not necessarily in this season, will be an Aries season, but in this lunar cycle, we will experience the energy of the crow and the spirit guide crow. And I woke up to a crow, like literally got woken up this morning about 6:30 in the morning to a crow just crowing outside of the window. So personally, this card is speaking to me. But if you look at this card really closely, you can see that it is the Eight of Wands. It's a winter scene, and then there's this fire coming through. In fact, the wings of the crow are on fire as she brings new light. Fire is transformative, right? Fire is going to melt the snow. Fire is going to burn the trees if the trees catch the flame. Fire is going to bring smoke into the air. This is a time of letting go, of burning away what no longer serves and making great change. And normally that would feel like a full moon energy, but I think that this is really appropriate right now. You know, in this lunar cycle, we'll move into Aries, which is a fire sign, and maybe this is the symbology of that as well. Because when we're in the full crow moon, we will be in that Aries season. So the Eight of Wands, first off, wands represent alchemy, change, right? Bringing in that fire and earth to make smoke is one example. Eight is infinity, infinite looping cycles. That's what we're going through right now. We're coming back out of winter into spring and summer. It's this constant endless cycle. We're ending this Zodiac year. We're preparing for the next Zodiac year once we move into Aries on March 20th. This endless looping cycle. So our energy is infinite. It's always expanding, but it's infinite. And it'll always carry on. And we're being reminded of that right now. And in particular, the Eight of Wands is letting us know that in this lunar season, in this lunar cycle, there's going to be a lot of change happening all at once. You might have a lot of opportunities or decisions to make all at once. And you need to embrace this opportunity because this is exciting. And this shows you the endless possibilities that could come your way. And the key is to not get burned, to not be fooled, to trust your instinct, to trust your intuition, and go with the choices that you know are best for your next evolution. And to not make the choices that help you to fall into old patterns and old ways that no longer serve. So remember that when you have a lot of choices come your way, and you might have to make these choices very quickly, that you need to do so and not have regret and not wonder what if you made the other choice or worry about the choice you made without faith. You just need to make it and believe in it and trust that that is where you need to go. And don't hesitate on that. Make that choice in an instant. Trust your gut. We also have, for our next card, which I pulled for this entire next zodiac year, I wanted to ask for guidance for this next zodiac year. And with that, I pulled the 9 of Cups. Love this card. So 9 months. 9 months in the belly. We're coming into spring right now. 9 is a sign of completion. It's a number of completion. We're ending this zodiac year. We're preparing for what's next. 9 reminds us that we are infinitely abundant. This card is just full of cups. Cups are a sign of abundance. It can also be a sign of emotion. Notice how there's a lot of them. There's a lot of water. It's because we're in this Pisces season. But as we move into this next year, we're going to go through a lot of emotional stuff as well. Now, the 9 of Cups, for the most part, is a positive card. It's going to let us know that this next zodiac year is full of a return to health, of new positive relationships, of wealth and abundance and success, support in our ventures and business, new friendships, new exciting ways of doing things, new travel ventures. 9 of Cups is good stuff, y'all. And we're getting that for this next zodiac year. In 2021, 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. 5 is a growth number. Look at all this growth that has the potential to happen over this next year. But it's up to you. This water energy, it's creative energy, it's sacral chakra, it's worthiness. It's you believing that you're worthy to have this abundant life despite everything you've lost, despite everything that's been lost on the collective, despite everything that's dying away. You still have the ability to choose what you want in this life. This 9 of Cups is reminding you. And for our third card, I got called to just pull a spirit animal card. Like I said, our guides are really trying to reach us right now. And this card literally fell out of the box as I opened it. And it's Hawk Spirit. And it says, let spirit be your guide. It's the number 32, which again is 5 as a master number. It's for this next year. It's for right now and the beyond, because how we do everything right now is how we'll do everything beyond. So are you letting spirit be your guide right now when everything feels so confusing? Can you let spirit be your guide into the future? Can you trust your instincts, your intuitions, the things you can't explain but just feel right? Can you lean into that? Because the hawk has hindsight. The hawk as your spirit guide has been there, done that, learned the lesson, and doesn't want you to suffer. And is guiding you on the appropriate path because they have a better point of view and they can see which way to go. They can see ahead of you and they can help you there. And that's what your guides do for you. They help to kind of nudge you in the right way because they know what's ahead that's for your greatest good. So this hawk spirit is coming to us right now and reminding us to trust our guides on the other side that only we can speak to, that only we can hear. And we don't have to explain these things out loud to anybody else. You can keep this on the inside. The key is that you trust and believe in it and follow what comes through, the messages.